Hello, duelists, and welcome to the King's Court. Okay, so over the weekend, well, first off, really quick, if you're a new viewer, thank you so much for clicking on this video. We really appreciate it. And if you're a returning viewer, hi, how you doing? Okay, over the weekend, I went to my locals, and first off, me and other members of the channel and some friends played in the Edison tournament, and it was pretty good. A friend of mine actually got first place playing Plant Drill Warrior Dandy Synchro, that kind of deck. And, props to him. I was still playing Heroes, but I managed to work out a deal with a friend of mine, and I finally managed to get the entire Fiendsmith. Oh, here's the thing. I actually had most of Fiendsmith Engine already. Like, if you've seen previous videos I've shown, I already had, like, engravers, all them. But now that freaking what's it called? The tins are going to be having the reprints. Everyone's trying to sell off there, so I actually worked out a deal with a friend of mine because me and Chandler and Michael managed to pull some of the new Draco Tail cards. He's trying to build a deck, and I think he can figure out where this is going. So I managed to work out a deal, and I finally got them. So my Yubel deck is 100% complete. I finally got it done because if you're familiar with the channel, I've done like tons of videos of gameplays, some combo videos, which I need to start doing some more of with heroes as well. Of me doing like alternative card choices you can make because the Theme's Attention was for a long time really expensive, but now it's starting to trickle down, so it should be easier accessible to a lot of players, including myself. So I want to go over the deck. This is the build I've been wanting to use for a while, and that's pretty much everything. So if you got any suggestions, let me know in the comments. If you want to see like I said, some gameplays, combo videos, discussion videos, etc., like I do with Heroes already, which I need to start doing some more of. Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see any Master Duel gameplays using Yubel Fiendsmith, I have some already recorded, so I should have that up on Friday. But if you haven't seen the most recent one, I'll leave a link to that in the description. And that's pretty much everything. So, thank you so much, and let's get to the deck. Let's put this up here. Like I always do, let's start off with the main deck. First, probably the most important card, the most important starter card, 3 Samsara D Lotus. You gotta run. Not only is it an amazing starter card, but also the fact that you can use it like to set up during your opponent's turn. So you basically got another interruption thanks to its ability, which a lot of people sometimes forget. 2 Spirit of Yubel. 1 is like not enough. 2 is perfect, and of course 1 of the original Yubel, and 1 Ultimate Nightmare. I saw some people actually cut Ultimate Nightmare. I wouldn't do that personally. So this is pretty much the main core of the Yubel monsters that you want to run. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I am willing. I'm tempted to like tech in Yubel Ultimate Nightmare just because a lot of people aren't expecting Ultimate Nightmare, and it really throws them off. So that's always an option too. All right, let's see. And of course, 2 Dark Beckoning Beasts. Amazing card to start off with if you have Lotus in hand. And let's get to it right here. 3 Fiendsmith Engraver. And 1 Crimson and 1 Lacrima. Again, my friend he watches the channel, thank you so much. Managed to finally get this card. I worked out a deal to get Lacrima, Requiem, and Tract. Thank goodness. I already had the engravers actually, so finally, right? So, all right, and one of I gotta get the super rare of this. Shamara, Crimson, again, Gruesome Grave Screamer, Fabled Blurry. Let me know in the comments, which one do you prefer? This one or the alternate artwork? I kind of like this one because I remember seeing Fables back in the day when, like in 2010. Pretty much these are just your standard one-ups. I need to get the super of Gruesome Grave Screamer as well. I've seen in some other some other Yubel videos I've done. Some people have asked I want to play more than 1 Shavara. To be perfectly honest, I never really needed the second one. It never came up. But if you want to play a second one, totally you could do that. Player preference at the end of the day. Let's quickly go over the hand traps. Now, because Justice Hunters just came out recently, we have a whole new, I guess you could call it Triforce of top tier decks. We got Yummy, Draco Tail, K9, which channel member Michael is trying to get to update his Cyber Dragons. Tons of new decks just came out, which I think are pretty cool too. I actually kind of like Yummy. I don't know, they just make me smile, but probably because I've gone around one recently with my friends, so that whole crane game thing is on the mind. But I'm still working out changing up the hand traps too, but I'm still like not 100% sure what to run. Now that I'm looking at it, I realize, dang, I really should probably put Fuwalos in the freaking main deck. I'll go over that in a sec. 3 Nib. I might honestly just switch out Nib for Fuwalos, if I'm being honest. I might just do that. 3 Ash, 3 Droll, probably gonna get hit. Mainly to deal with the Malcharmies, honestly, these days. I mean, yeah, if I'm being like transparent. And let's see, 3 Imperm. And I'm still running 1 each. 1 Talents, 1 Crossout, and 1 Called By. I'll either I might start deciding the 1-ubs, or I might just keep these and decide the nib for the Mulch Army. I might just do that. Alright, next, spells and traps. 3 Nightmare Throne. Gotta love Nightmare Throne. And 3 Opening Spirit Gates. This is why I ended up running just 2, because like you could max out this and your Dark Beckoning Beast, but this is just a me thing. There have been so many times I open up one of the I like have 1 of each in hand, so I'm like I was just to cut it down to a perfect 40. But if you want to like play more than that, well, actually no, I lied to you. This is 43 cards. I'm just messing around. Let's see, but I didn't want to go past 43 honestly, because it was either that or cut the triple tactics and all them. Alright, again, thanks to my friend, finally got a Fiendsmith tracked. 1 Nightmare Pain. 1 for 1. Terraforming. Fiendsmith in Paradise. And Abominable Chain in the Unchained. Pretty much your standard 1-ups, in all honesty. Total superpower cards, if I'm being honest. These cards are just like Terraforming Excel, you can get a Nightmare Throne, so it's like having 4 Nightmare Thrones. Same with 1 for 1, that's pretty much like 4 freaking Samsara D Lotus and Track is Track. And that's actually it for the entire main deck right there. I'll go over the extra deck. Then I'll go over what I have so far for the side deck, because like I said, since this is a new format, we got like all these new decks to deal with. Everyone's still like figuring out what to play. I'm still like figuring that out too. Let's see. So, first off, Phantom Yubel. We'll go with the fusions first. Man, I hope Phantom comes back to 2. I mean, the chances are really low, but hey, fingers crossed, right? Let's see. Fiendsmith Desiree. 1 Aerial Eater. And 1 Necroquid Princess. Pretty much the standard fusions. For the Xyz, I always butcher this dude's name. Vanderus. And, of course, King Caesar. And I'm not talking about the Godzilla character. That guy sucks. Alright, Lynx. A Boaku. Unchained Soul of Rage. King Yama. SP Little Knight. A Cracker from the Underworld. I guess it goes right there. 1 Closed Heaven. Fiendsmith. Agunde. I swear I'll get used to these names. Fiendsmith Sequence. And Fiendsmith Requiem. Like I said, I managed to work out a deal, so I finally got the entire extra deck done. One change you could make. Most of these are usually the standard cards. One thing you could switch out. I've seen some people go back and forth on this one. This one. You could switch it out for Salamangreat Armorage, because there are times where you do want that to use that Armorage setup. So, food for thought. And that's actually the entire extra deck right there. I'm really happy to finally have this done. Alright, and time for the side deck. I'm still working on the side deck. The deck isn't everywhere like it was at one point, but I still see a lot of Malice players on my locals, so 3 Lancia, but you don't need the hard side for Malice as much as you used to. I think Lancius is fine. 3 Flawless. Yeah, I'm probably gonna switch this out for. I'm gonna switch Nib out for this one, honestly. 2 Lightning Storm, 1 Feather Duster, deal with back row. This is what I mean by I'm working on the side deck still. Really quickly, some cards you could play because I like to go over the cards you could play as well. The cards that I'm probably because if you count, that's 9 right there. I'm probably gonna max out inside Solemn Judgment just because I really like Solemn Judgment. And I've seen a lot of people discussing this card to deal with Yummy, and I can see why. So I'm probably gonna do that 2, 3 Dark Ruler No More. Because if you haven't seen how Yummy works, this deck is crazy, especially with how fast and easy it sets up Herald of the Arclight. And man, that card is annoying. So I'm thinking this as well. Another card you could play. I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it lately. You could play D Barrier because think about it. It pretty much hits all 3 of the new decks. Draco Tail is a fusion deck. Yummy's a synchro deck, and K9 is primarily built for Xyz. Because it's a turbo rank 5 deck engine basically. So, and all 3 of those are hit by D barrier. So that's a card you could play. So, and that's pretty much it actually that I wanted to go over. I'm just really happy that I finally got this deck done. If you've been following the channel for a little while, I've been playing Yubel ever since the support came out. And shoot, I even talked about it when the support got revealed last year. I've been trying to finish this deck forever, but life, that sort of stuff. So I wasn't able to actually get the Fiendsmith stuff. So the fact I finally got it, I'm just really happy. So my friend watching this, thank you so much. And if you enjoy this video, you want to see more, like you want to see some gameplay, some combo videos, some Master Duel videos, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great week. Take care. Bye.